Hi friends, Steve here in Palm Springs. So many of you have left comments asking me about the wildfires here in Southern California, the Palisades fire that's just devastated hundreds of thousands of people and homes here in the Southern California area over the past few days. So many of you have asked if we've experienced any of the smoke or fire, or if we're in harm's way here. And so I just wanted to make a real quick video to let you know that no, we're out of harm's way. We're more than 100 miles east of Los Angeles, where the fires are still raging, and about 2 hours away. Normally, the winds blow from the Pacific Ocean to the desert. They blow from west to east, and whenever there are fires in the Los Angeles area, the Southern California area, the smoke almost always is blown here to Palm Springs. So most of the time, we do smell the smoke from all the fires. This time, fortunately for us, and unfortunate for Los Angeles, the winds are blowing the other direction, and that's partially what caused the fires to begin with. We have what's known as Santa Ana winds, and that means the wind blows the opposite direction that it usually blows. It blows from the desert. The hot, dry desert air blows to the ocean instead of the other way around. And when that happens, because the air is so dry here compared to the air coming off of the ocean, which is moist and damp and not as volatile when it comes to fires, when it blows the other direction, and this time, apparently from what I read, this is the very first time ever that we've had 100-mile-an-hour hurricane-force winds, Santa Ana winds, blowing from the desert to the ocean. And it was just a perfect storm, unfortunately, and I'm sure most of you have seen all the news footage. It's just devastating how many homes have been lost and how many lives have been lost so far. Now, to escape all of the fire and the smoke, many of the victims and fire evacuees have left the area, and they've scattered in different directions. Many of them have come this direction because the wind is not blowing down here, and because we don't have the smoke right now, at least, where even if you're not in the middle of the fire up in LA, just trying to breathe in the smoky air, I'm sure is just miserable. I've experienced that before, and it's awful, especially day after day after day, to have to breathe that smoky, toxic air. So many of the evacuees have come here to the desert, and I'm happy to say that a lot of the hotels here, even though this is our high season where the prices are the highest, and we have the most people visiting, and there's typically not a lot of availability, the hotels are making a concerted effort to help out the fire evacuees by lowering their typical rates, making it easier for them to have at least a temporary place to stay and regroup until they can go back and rebuild or do whatever they need to do back in the LA area. I also just read online this morning, I think it was on News Channel 3 here, our local NBC News channel, that this weekend we're having a local donation drive for fire victims where Palm Springs residents and Coachella Valley Desert residents can drop off items for the victims of the fire at the Smart and Final parking lot at the corner of Ramon Road and Gene Autry Trail. And I guess that's part of an All-Valley Rotary Fire Relief donation drive. There are also a couple of websites that you can visit if you want to just make donations online. So I just wanted to make this quick announcement, and I just wanted to give you an update to let you know we're okay here in Palm Springs. It's far enough away that it hasn't affected us, and we haven't had to deal with the smoke, at least yet. I think everyone's heart goes out to the victims of natural disasters, wherever they happen to be in the country or in the world, for that matter. So thank you all for your concern and your comments, and I hope to see you all next time.